Geekstra Cousins Anime. I have our lovely host, one of the hosts, Darth Low 79.
What's up, y'all?
And I am and I am your happy married gamer, aka Joe. But everybody else calls me Happy. How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are doing very well tonight, as it is at night for us. What you been up to, Darth Low, since the last time we talked was, I guess, on the podcast, a week ago, right?
Dude, was it even a week ago?
I think
No,
so.
it was just
Was it
this.
Wednesday?
Dude, it was just this last weekend.
No, it was that. It was Wednesday, man.
Was it a
Yeah,
Wednesday?
yeah, because we didn't do a podcast this weekend.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Hey, don't be anal. Pull them anal beads out. No, women, you like it. No, sorry, y'all.
Whatever.
But no, man. I've been stuck at home, dude. So I've been gaming and I've been watching a ton of shows, man. Some stuff we are not going to do on this show because it is not appropriate. Oh, no, no, nay, nay.
Oh gosh, I don't even
Very
want to know.
inappropriate.
I do not even
Oh,
want to
no,
know.
you probably do. You're just not like me when it comes to
Oh,
it.
whatever.
He'd rather see something else hanging. No, I'm playing.
Oh, help, please, please send help.
But all right. But no, yeah, dude. I did my first Final Fantasy 15 stream. My internet was screwing up, but so I only got like 39 minutes on it. But it's fixing to be not on Twitch anymore. So I decided I'm gonna go and download it, and I will be posting it up on our YouTube page later.
That'd
So
be good.
yeah,
That'd be fun.
and I will definitely continue on to it because I love that game, man.
Yeah.
I love Final Fantasy 15. Thank you for the heads up on it. I never would have tried it out if it wasn't for you, bro.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
But
But yeah,
but
I've had to beat that. It's pretty good.
dude, we're gonna have to play comrades on it. But anyways, okay. Instead of us going into our bullshit.
Right.
All right, so we decided, and like, okay, on our last podcast,
Mhm.
or our last stream, we ended up talking about we were going to do a totally different show,
Yep.
like on a different anime. Well, we're
Yep.
still going to do that, but we went ahead and decided, since I had already watched it, and I watched it ahead of what I was supposed to. I'm sorry.
Surprise,
So
surprise.
yeah, but uh I actually told you about this show, and I was like, dude, we need to do this one. And then I just like straight up, dude, I grinded out on it, man. I finished
Yeah.
it off in like 2 days. I wouldn't have finished. I would have finished it off in one whole day,
Yeah.
but I've got my kid, so wasn't able to. But we are doing this special little in between series
Mhm.
on Our Last Crusade or The Rise of a New World. And dude, okay, yes, it's the best way I can put this. Romeo and Juliet, but without the death between the two.
Yeah. It's
Anime.
yeah.
Like,
I mean that's kind of a good description of it because it is kind of like you said. It's kind of like Romeo and Juliet, but because we discussed it before, but it's like I don't know. Is it like Romeo and Juliet? I don't know. It kind of is, right?
okay, all right. Well, like in Romeo and Juliet, you
Uh
had
huh.
your two families, the Capulets and the Montagus.
Yeah.
Yes, I actually remember this stuff, dude.
Dude, wow. I don't
But
at all.
on the, see intellect comes in different shapes and sizes, bro.
Oh,
You might be smart in
surprise.
one end. I have got the intellect of yeah, it makes you wonder why girls aren't screaming around to be able to break my door down to get to me, huh? No.
No, well, if I was a no, I'm not even no.
But no,
No.
for real. Okay, but on this one, we
Hmm.
actually have two. Okay, instead of it being two families, it's two different nations.
Yeah.
So you have the what was it? The Empire,
Well, I would. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so you're trying to kind of break it down, kind of like how Romeo and Juliet is versus the Empire and the
Sovereign, or whatever it is.
Astral. Yeah, sovereign. Yes, sovereignty. Yeah, that's right.
But okay, so
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, man.
No, 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 no. You're too good. You're too good. You're
I
too
know I am.
good.
I know I am. That's okay.
Already. I'm glad you know, baby. No.
Oh God.
Okay,
Anywho.
but no, for real. All right. So, breaking it down, you have in the very beginning, if you end up remembering, it shows like literally the main character right off the bat. Iska.
Iska.
Don't ask me what his last name is. I don't remember. I'm just looking on this our notes page.
Yeah.
Iska.
I don't think
Okay,
they're.
he
I
is
don't
from
even see
the.
a last name for him. By the way, I've been looking at it too.
Yeah, I
It
don't
just
either.
all of them go by first name except for. Well, you can continue on. Yeah.
But you got Iska, and he's
Mm-hmm.
from the Empire. And
Yep.
then you have Lady Alice
Hold on real quick.
from the.
Iska is actually also a saint disciple of the Heavenly Empire. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, well, no, he was stripped from his. Okay, he was a saint disciple.
Mm-hmm.
But in the very beginning of the show, this is what pretty much sets it off.
Yeah.
Uh, he releases a witch. Or what else do they call him? A sage? No,
In Astral.
yeah. Okay, so he frees one.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that's crazy is that as you keep on watching and watching and watching, it doesn't get towards what the last was it 3 or 4 episodes. You actually get to see who it was that he actually saved.
Yeah, it's like actually the oh gosh, the 10th. I think I want to say 9th or 10th episode. Yeah, which is actually, if
uh,
you want to get to, which was the youngest princess.
of the nebulous
Right.
family.
Right.
They're all descendants from uh oh the like first witch, the most powerful of all of them, Nebulous.
Mm-hmm.
Nebulous.
Yeah.
Like she wants to destroy everything pretty much. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
but they're descendants from that great witch.
Right.
But all right, so you have Iska saving a witch right off the bat. So he's
Mm-hmm.
imprisoned.
Yep.
Okay, but he gets released.
Right.
A year later he gets released because of who? You remember her name?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, the Ice Calamity Witch.
Oh yeah, Alice.
Lady Alice.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you were gonna go into the little girl, but okay, her
No,
youngest
okay, no,
sister.
but the reason he got released was
Yeah.
because of this other witch, her older sister, Lady Alice.
Uh huh.
Lady Alice Ludnebulus the fourth.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Ice Calamity Witch. That's
Mm-hmm.
the only reason he gets released
Yep.
because they can't handle her for some reason.
Yep. He said there, take her down. So basically, he's a bounty hunter that got jailed but broke free, and they hired him as a bounty hunter to claim his name and the disciples, right, or something like that.
And like so that way he could end up being bring his Saint Disciple
Mm-hmm.
what he is back into formal or whatever. But pretty much he's like extremely powerful. Uh he was trained by the Black Swordsman, which I
Yeah.
can't remember who he really was, but he was like a legendary swordsman. So
Yeah.
this Iska is able to use two different swords.
Mm-hmm.
One destroy pretty much can cut through any of the powers
Mm-hmm.
that any of the
Magic.
what
Anything
was
magic.
yeah, anything magic.
Mm-hmm.
But he also has another sword that can create like
Right.
different deals.
The
But
yeah, that goes into the anti magic, which is his black sword. And then the was it the attack reflector or something like that? I forget what they call it, but yeah, that's pretty cool how they go into like it's so cool how he can actually he's a non-wielder magic person. He's pretty much anti magic, right? And he has these two swords that one's magic and deflect magic, and then another one where you have him just be able to just use it as a regular sword, but it's uber powerful too. It's just crazy
yeah,
how
it
they
can
yeah.
yeah it can cut through the magic. It can
Mm-hmm.
deflect it pretty much.
Right.
But
Hey Nathan. Will y'all be covering anime movies? Yes. We will probably be covering an anime movie. Actually, I think Shiriko is a movie, right? Where it's two. No, it's not. No, it's not a movie. It's packaged in two DVDs or something like that. But
oh,
um,
the Shiro Nico
yeah, Shiriko.
project,
Yeah.
dude. I've actually got it. Dude, you know what? since we've been doing different deals and
Hmm.
everything, man, why don't we do a movie on Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive?
We could, but we're getting off track, man.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, but yes,
sorry,
Nathan.
I can't
Yes,
read
we will
I can't
eventually.
read anything that's going on. I don't have Twitch pulled up,
Yep.
but yes, okay. So you have Lady Alice,
Hmm.
and she is always accompanied by another, uh, pretty much her maid. But her maid is
Rain,
like,
Rin.
yes, Reen.
Hmm.
She is awesome, dude. She has uh earth elemental powers. Like she can create golems just like
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, those
And
golems are
dude, like,
pretty
she's
cool
like,
looking.
oh yeah, man. Like she's able to, but you really don't ever see Lady Alice without Reen.
Hmm. Is
And
that?
then on Iska's side, you have his old squad.
Hmm.
You have Jean. Oh, dude, don't even try to get me. I will destroy that last name. Okay, but you have Jean.
Uh huh.
You have Nene,
Hmm.
and then you have their captain, which is Miss Miss,
Miss
which I
Miss.
thought the yeah Miss Miss. Dude, I thought that was a cool name, but also Nene.
Okay,
Do the Nene.
so
Do the Nene. Oh, sorry.
yeah, no, you're. I was just about to say this whole group, like, it's so weird. So there's, like I said, Jin, there's Iska, there's Nene, and there's Miss Miss. I mean, almost like toddlers come around and they're kind of. If you didn't know what they look like, to me it sounds like little toddlers running around, man, going after these people. But I think Miss Miss, which is their El Capitan, the boss of them all, she is so ditzy, man. I don't get it. Why'd they make her that way?
Dude, she's ditzy, but she's like almost fearless. But
Yeah,
dude, she knows how to come up with plans.
yeah, that's
And
true.
dude, I think she's the oldest out of all of them. She's like 23 or something.
I think so, yeah, because all these other people are Iska. I think he's what, in his teens, I
Yeah, I
believe,
think he's like
right?
16 or 17, the same age as Lady Alice.
Yeah, it's just that's
But
crazy.
pretty much what it comes down to is that you have this crew, and they're the person that keeps on throwing them around into orders and stuff on Iska's team
Hmm.
is Rizia.
Yeah,
Rizia is always giving them different deals to end up doing.
yeah,
Well,
and Risa, that's the blue hair lady, right? The glasses that works for the Emperor, right?
no, I think it's like a black hair. She's always got that blue
Okay,
suit on, and
gotcha.
but yeah, she actually is able to go and directly see the Emperor. Let's see, Emperor uh, Yun Yun Melgen.
Hmm.
And dude, on the cool, that person doesn't even look human. Looks like a cat.
I know, and we don't even know about this until like the last episode. It's like they're always talking about the Emperor. Emperor. I was like, what the heck? Who's the heck is this Emperor? Yeah, and it's some uh girl who is, I guess, older, and she has a tail like a cat. I think they're called furries, like in the anime world, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
dude, she's got ears.
yeah,
She's got cat ears, or is that? Yeah, it's a girl, isn't it, or is it a boy?
I think it's a girl. But yeah,
Really?
yeah. So with the whole story, though, the funny thing is, as we go through, as we keep going, like keep jumping through, we might want to just kind of go through, it's not all the episodes, but like kind of go through like the strokes of the how the whole series, the first season went. Because so yeah, we
You
keep
said
jumping around.
strokes.
Oh, whatever. So so with that said, so okay, we have the main people are, and that was my fault. So we have Iska, Alice. These are the two main people that from
Dude,
different
they like love each other, but
factions.
without telling, they like fell for each other.
Yeah, and they're like everywhere they go. There's a place that okay. So Iska is breaks out. They break him out of jail because they want him to track down the Ice Clemity Witch, which is Alice.
Calamity.
Yes,
Yes.
and then so they go in here and they like the first episode, he breaks out and then he finds her and they go into crazy fight where you find out that.
Actually, I would rephrase that. Sorry, dude, I don't mean to cut you off. Instead, break out. He didn't break out. He was released. It's kind of like a probationary deal.
Well, that's true. I mean, they broke him out of jail, but they released him out of jail. You're right. The apostles did. The apostles are
Yeah.
the leaders of the empire, which Iska is claiming again. Which Iska is, I guess, hired or is with, I guess, right? He's a soldier of the Empire. And so they first meet, and then Ice Climbing Witch, she's all ice, and she's got some crazy moves, man. She kind of reminds me of Shiva in Final Fantasy VII or the Final Fantasy series. She just throws all these crazy ice attacks, and then they come down, pour down ice sickles come down on him. He's able to block, with his dark sword. It was so crazy when they first met, and then
Oh yeah, dude.
yeah, and then Rin almost seems like her head main, I guess, which is kind of weird once we get through a little bit of this. Is that each princess has her handmaid or butler, right? But they all have like superpowers. Basically, they're astrals, which are witches that have magical powers. So Rin is right there with her, and she almost seems just as like crazy powerful as she is. You know what I mean?
Oh
It's
yeah, she's
all out
powerful.
battle.
It's just not as powerful
Mm-hmm.
as Lady Alice.
Yeah,
I mean, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah.
But yeah, she's super powerful, man. She can hold her own.
Oh yeah,
I think the only person she wasn't able to hold her own with was Nameless,
yeah.
the other Saint disciple.
So Nameless is actually a kind of a stealthy empire. He's a spec ops basically. He kind of looks like a ninja with like green outlines. He's super cool. Reminds me of like Snake from GI Joe, but he he's just like all black, and then like his outlines of his suit, like his stitches is
Like a
green.
green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Well, I
so
mean,
cool looking, man.
it's like a biosuit.
Yeah.
It's a mechanical biosuit he's able to get inside of, which I guess he never comes out of, but it's
Mm-hmm.
able to end up going into a oh, what do you call it? Where you can't be seen.
Not camouflage, but I guess it is kind of camouflage. He disappears.
I'm trying to think of. Oh, what the hell?
He's cloaked. He's invisible.
Yes, thank you.
You're
Go
welcome.
back to Star Trek, my brother.
Yeah, but he's a pretty cool character too, though.
Yeah, then okay, well, you have the first battle between Iska and Lady Alice,
Hmm.
and it was pretty intense. And that was pretty much kind of the first spot where she like retreated, and she actually fell, and he caught her, and it's like right then and there, it was like something they connected for some reason. So that's where like the Romeo and Juliet saga begins. And then right off the bat, right after that, the next main battle is okay. One thing that the uh oh, what do you call them, dude? You keep on saying the word right. I can't. Or the sages or whatever they're called.
Astrals.
The astrals. Yes.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, their descendant, the original. They've been wanting her to come back and everything else, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she's like there. And the main reason she ended up being able to be released was because of Iska, and
Hmm.
because of the way he's able to use the swords or something like it brought her to Nebulous. Well, dude, okay. Lady Alice is cool with it at first. She's like, "You're supposed to be able to bring us to a happier age," and dude, she turns around, and she starts attacking Lady Alice. Dude, she just starts. Dude, she doesn't care about anything. She wants to destroy
You
everything.
talking about
Doesn't matter
kissing?
if it's astral, and it doesn't matter if it's human. It doesn't. She just wants to destroy the entire thing.
Oh, you're talking about the founder.
Yeah, the founder.
Yeah. So what he's talking about is there's a scene where they kind of come with the truce, and it's the middle of the season actually. I think episode 5, I think, or 4. No, actually, I take that back. I think it's actually episode 3 because it was fairly
And
early.
dude, it was like really early
Yeah,
in the
and
battle.
so there's a thing called a founder, which is a purebred. The founder was someone that they were like kind of praying to, hoping they were actually she was still in slumber, and then all of a sudden she's awakened by, I guess, how the Ice Climbing Witch, which is Alice, and Iska were kind of talking to each other, and all of a sudden she awakens somewhere somehow, and she's this uber powerful astral or witch, as the Empire calls them. And she's trying to destroy Iska and Alice, but she's not able to because there's this like certain pattern which I'm sure they're going to continue on, is that when Iska and Alice are together, they are super powerful together. They're like,
Like
they
they're
complement
like
each other.
yeah, they're like unstoppable, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like you said, they complement each other's uh strong suits and they
Hmm.
protect each other's weak suits. Which honestly, neither one of them have a really much of a weak suit to them.
No, they're both super powerful. Ian Iska is just with his swords. It's just how he can cut through almost any type of magic with his black sword. It's super cool. Um, but yeah, so they're actually able to defeat the founder, which she was powerful as all get out, and because just like any other powerful person, she thinks she can rule everybody, or she thinks she can take them down. Very confident, very kind of cocky. And come find out, guess what? Guess what, chick? Iska and Alice are gonna take you down. So it's like, it's like, no, 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 no,
Nay, nay.
nay, nay.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. They take her down. It's like it was literally over within like what, a minute. She was
Yeah,
out. She
yeah,
was
dude. And
out.
then another thing that ends up, one thing you definitely need to know about this show is that, yeah, you have the Empire and then you have the Sovereignty,
Hmm.
but in between there are also these cities and kind of, I guess it would be kind of like a nation, or is it just like large cities? They're all called neutrals,
Well,
and
there's one
there's one
neutral
that's
spot,
called,
right? Or there's a
yeah, I
couple
think
of
it,
them.
yeah, there's a couple, but the main one they actually call it Neutral City. I don't remember the
Yeah,
name of it actually,
I don't remember that.
but that's where nothing is allowed to happen between between the empire and between the sovereignty, which the sovereignty usually doesn't ever go there
Hmm. Right.
because I mean, why would they? They don't want it to have anything to do with the human world, pretty
Hmm.
much, or with the empire world, because they're, to them, they're evil.
Right.
But Lady Alice loves everything. Like she loves everything pretty much. She doesn't want a war. She wants to be able to bring an end to the war, just like Iska.
Yeah.
Well, for some reason, throughout the entire show, they are always meeting up inside Neutral City.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like they're like a magnet, though. Like they I don't know. It's one of those weird things, like true love or something like that. Everywhere someone goes, the other feels like they gotta be there or whatever. Some kind of I don't know. It's weird. Like,
Yeah, kind of
yeah.
like linked into destiny, my
Right.
sovereign.
Linked. Yeah.
Yeah, they're linked to each other somehow. But yeah, dude. I mean, I thought. I mean, dude, and some of this in between stuff, the little drama parts, is actually pretty good.
Hmm.
Because you got Lady Alice always thinking about Iska. All of a sudden, she's blushing, and she even has one of like his what do you call it? Not a tissue, a hand rag, or
A
no,
hanky. I
a
don't know.
hanky. Thank you.
Is it a hanky? I
Yeah,
don't
she
know. It
had.
was like kind of old.
But anyways, but she's always looking at it and smelling it and everything. It's kind
Hmm.
of creepy, almost. It's almost like stalker.
I know
Well,
she's yeah. It's
she's like,
his like drips of his sweat. She keeps with him as she goes everywhere. It's like, oh, Iska. Okay. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like I said, it's kind of creepy, So it's like, I don't know.
dude, you just went to a dude. Are you talking about from experience or something?
Oh god, whatever.
Man,
It, but no,
don't make me call your wife
it.
up and be like, dude, you know what she used to do to your hankies?
Oh, come on. But it is. I mean, like it's very sweet too at the same time, and of course we were
Yes,
kind
it
of
is.
making kind of jokes about it, but I don't know. It is on the verge of
It's a
creepiness,
romantic way. They're trying to show
obsession,
a romantical connection between,
and that too.
because yeah, I mean, instead of her giving it back to him every time they met up, she always held on to it.
Yeah,
So she meant to give it back, but he just never tasted it or something. But
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's
anyways,
right.
I mean, it just
It's it's a weird connection, and in the beginning and middle, it's a weird connection because she's like, I don't want to be with you. I want to fight you. You know, we're all separate. You're the empire. I'm the second princess in line to the era of their. Her mom's a queen, so I'm the Ice Clemeny Witch, or I'm the Sovereignty Princess, whatever she kept on saying. So you are my enemy. That kind of spill.
yeah. It also ends up going into where it shows that she's actually having to gain grace with the other families in the sovereignty.
Right.
Uh, against two of her sisters, Elatir, and also the girl that Iska rescued in the very beginning, Sisbel.
It's a spell, yeah.
Sisbel's like completely obsessed with Iska because she was like, "Why did you save me? I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you." Blah blah blah. She doesn't care about having the crown or anything like that.
Hmm.
Elatir, dude, about a
She's that green
she's
hair,
a
right?
conniving. Yeah, she's the greener. She's about a conniving. Just
Yeah. We'll get more to like her piece like at the end because she comes out of nowhere in the end. It's weird, what she did.
but
It's
yeah, but I
crazy.
mean, in between it all, there's always some kind of a fight going on.
Hmm.
Uh,
Which Alice and East always get together for whatever
yeah,
reason.
yeah, but and then you got all the different fights going on, all the
Hmm.
different tactics trying to go on.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, in the also middle of the season, um, where okay, so we were saying like what Darth was saying is that we have different families which are at war with each other, even in the astral side of things, sovereignty side of things, and they're trying to go after become the leader of the sovereignty. So there's this huge astral explosion, not explosion, but huge astral source that's center of like where everybody like the family is, right, like
yeah,
the centerpiece of the nations basically. And there's like this huge astral piece that is generating so much astral. I forget what they call it was, but it's just like it pretty much a ever
the
flowing of
spirit,
extreme astral
like
energy.
spirit, yeah, it's like spiritual energy or something.
Yeah, and it's going nonstop. It's extremely like powerful. So so the Empire is interested in what's going on. The sovereignty is interested to see what's going on there as well because both Empire and the sovereignty are going to this place. And then that's when you meet up with the other side of the family, which is a backstabbing a hole of I think it's her cousin. I think the masked
Masked
witch,
Lord,
masked lord. Yeah,
Masked Lord,
yeah.
yeah.
So he is you said conniving. What I forget the
I wouldn't
other
say
one.
conniving. He's just a
Manipulative.
yeah manipulative. I mean, but he's also he doesn't have much when it comes into power. That
Yeah,
he even admitted that
yeah,
for having astral power.
yeah.
But his little sister does, which honestly, kissing.
Kissing. It's actually his niece.
Oh, his niece. That's right,
Yes. Yep.
kissing.
Kissing. Yep.
And dude, she's crazy powerful.
Yeah.
She is.
She is very much so.
But
The
uh,
Zoa
but
Nebulous is what they're the Zoa, and she's and Kissing reason why she's crazy powerful is because she's a purebred. Is what they keep
pure
on
blood,
calling them.
pure blood, or purebred. Was it
Pure.
purebred?
It's purebred.
Oh wow, that's
Yep.
right.
Yep. And so that's the reason why she's so powerful, and it's her uncle, she's the niece of the other Zoa, the mask dude, um, and it's
But see, no, the Masked Lord was also purebred. He just
he
some of
was.
their astro, some of them were not like, some of them were more powerful than others. He just happened to be one of the ones that wasn't.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, and that was a whole thing because he didn't want to follow in the that astral energy that was kind of dispersing there that everybody was going to. Um, and when they got that, you remember when they got in the huge fight? It was Iska, and then it was Alice, and then Meets. They all get together, and they all there, and then also fighting, kissing. And
And they're
whenever they,
fighting, saying Masked Lord's there, Nameless is there.
yeah, Nameless. That's when he actually get introduced to the character. It's Nameless. He's the head commander that's going around and um, telling the Empire what to do. The other like soldiers that are in that area, what to do.
Yeah, he's also a uh wow uh what's Iska called again?
Uh, Saint
Yeah, Saint Disciple.
Saint Disciple. Yeah.
And Nameless is one of the 8 Saint Disciples, which I don't remember them ever talking about the other Saint Disciples.
They
in the
didn't
show.
go. Yeah, they didn't get. They did not go too much into detail. Also, the apostles who are actually running. There's 8 apostles, I think, as well. Or yeah, I think eight apostles. I can't remember, 7 or 8 that are actually running the empire. But yeah, they don't go into them as well. They're yeah, they don't go into them very much.
Wasn't there somebody that they were going after because somebody got kidnapped during that section, or is that something some other part?
Say it again.
I said, wasn't Meese like kidnapped or something like that?
Yeah. So what happens with Mies? There is actually a little bit of spying going on within the empire, which is Mies's like old friend who they were I guess in boot camp or going through training
That's
for the
right.
empire, officer training, I believe. And then it was her friend that actually turned out to be a spy throughout the whole thing, even back in when they were training. And she ends up showing up the same spot where they were inspecting Mies, Jin, Iska, and Nene. They were all expecting the same area. They find the astral energy, and so did her friend. And they come find out her friend was a spy, and she was from the sovereignty, and she ended up taking Mies and take her into the sovereignty as
Well,
a
into that
captive.
base that the Mass Lord had already
Yeah,
established there.
right.
And then Lady Alice shows up with Breen over there. She's gonna end up taking control, so that way the spiritual energy is supposed to be done with what it's supposed to be done with, like shared between the families.
Yeah,
And but apparently there was like not enough there. It was a small amount of spiritual energy, not enough for all of them.
yeah. But
And what?
and that's of course when they fight kissing
Yeah.
at that point. And then whenever they's done fight kissing, they the masked dude he kicks Mies into the astral energy.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
And
And
then
they
you Iska jumps in after her.
mm-hmm.
And then who jump? You remember who jumps in after both of them?
Yeah, Alice.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Instead of letting them just go, she actually went after them.
I mean that whole story could be done right there. They kick her. Mies is kicked in the astral energy. Iska goes in there. There's no way they can get out because it's basically the astral energy is forming from the core of the I guess Earth, whatever they're on, and it goes straight down. There's no ending to it. So the only way to get out of it is maybe another astral and to pull them out, which was what Alice did. Somehow she was able to get them out, and then Mies and Iska, and then when they get out of there, Mies turns into an astral. She
Oh
wanted to
yeah,
go
she
to
ends up getting
Crest.
that seal. She
The
gets that
ast-
astral crest on her arm.
Yep.
But oh yeah, and that's another thing. All the astrals have some kind of a crest on their body, showing that they are an astral.
Yep.
Lady Alice's, dude, it looks like gorgeous wings on her back. Like how you see
Oh,
some girls out there that get
the
wing
back.
like angel wings or butterfly wings tattooed
Yeah.
on their back. Hers happens to be a crest that she was born with, and it's on her back, and it's gorgeous. I thought they did a good job with that.
Yeah, they
But
did. I agree. Um,
but there was another deal going on to where, okay, like talking about astral crests. Well, apparently the Empire was able to find a way to give temporary crests by using spirit energy.
yeah, and to little backstory on this. So, Rizia, the person who's pretty much over this team, which is Mies's boss actually. They have to go. They tell the this team to go, and you have to go and hold on. This is actually getting
Oh
far
wow,
ahead because Iska actually gets
kidnapped.
kidnapped by Allison Wren, who is poisoned or
No, yeah, well, I guess you could call it
this
poisoned. She
yes
put like sleeping stuff inside of
yeah
it.
yeah that was kind of a weird moment because they're actually in the neutral city. Alice is trying to talk to Iska privately, and the rain comes up, and she's trying to be all nice and hey, hi Iska. Well, she wasn't like that, but since we're here, I got you a drink, and she slips him a drink, and it's a sleeping aid, and he knocks out. and they were freaking out because she didn't think she didn't think something was gonna happen, right? So I guess
She
we have
didn't
to go to
think
the
he would
prison or something.
accept it.
Yeah.
Rain didn't expect he would accept the drink.
Oh,
She
that's
was
right.
like,
Yeah.
"You weren't supposed to drink that. You
Yeah.
you should have said no.
It's not my fault. You said
We're
yes.
enemies. Why are you trusting me?" It's
God.
like,
That's
yeah, it's
yeah. Throughout the whole series, though, it's like Rin and Iska had this thing where she hated him, and it's almost I thought she was like jealous of Alice almost, but she in the long run she was just trying to protect her and the whole sovereignty.
yeah.
It was weird.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. But yeah, okay. So that's what happened with that. They ended up taking off with them, and they went to one of their other regions, and it's pretty much a giant prison region.
Hmm.
Uh, and then you have where, and instead of her taking Iska to go be put into a cell,
Hmm.
uh, she took her. Didn't they take him up into like a whole, like into a place that?
Yeah.
Oh,
So the whole area region that they're in, it's a prison. The whole area is like the whole city is a prison. It's made up just for astral. It's astral prison. And what
and
they
yeah,
yeah. So the Empire has a certain setup there, and so does the sovereignty. It's almost felt like thing it was a shared shared
no,
area
dude,
too.
it
It
was
was
all
all astral.
astral.
Okay, all
Yeah, it was
astral.
all astral.
Okay,
Because they had to
that's right.
sneak through the borders.
Yep. Which
That's
reason?
where the
Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say that's where the temporary crests come in.
Yeah, and that's what Riza did. They all had a temperate crest, and then that was one way they were trying to figure out how to keep Mies because when Mies got that astral crest, she pretty much became enemy of the state after that.
Oh yeah,
So
they would they would have probably either turned around and tested on her or killed her or imprisoned her or something.
yeah, even though she
Just
was
to
so loyal to the empire, they like I said they were just gonna nope, sorry, you're astral, you're out. You're gonna be hung or whatever they're gonna do. That's crazy.
I don't. I think they were gonna. They probably. I think the way they were talking that if she was to be caught, the way they were talking is they would have been experimented on. Like, why did she get these powers because of being pushed in there? It should have killed her,
Yeah,
kind of deal. And yeah, but but yeah, that's so. Go ahead, dude. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. And then the whole thing is when they go through there, Iska and Alice and Reen, they're in a nice hotel, which is a prison. That's kind of weird. And so they're in there, and then he's still handcuffed, and Rin and meanwhile this is going on, then Rin and Nene, not Rin, Nene, Jin, and Mies, they're going to the prison because what Riza told them to do, because they're actually pretty much set up to almost
They
distract
were
the
wanting to. They
guards.
were yeah. They were wanting at first to be able to go into the sovereignty and kidnap the queen, Lady Alice's mother,
Yeah.
uh, uh, Meliver.
Hmm.
But that's the whole reason they were coming up with the crest deal in the first place. But it got changed up to where, like you said, Riza sent them in there. It was supposed to be supposedly a rescue
Hmm.
into the main, like the main prison, which is like this centerpiece in the city, and it's supposed to have the highest, most despicable, like most dangerous, powerful astrals there. And they said they had the location of Iska inside of that prison, which honestly, it wasn't even to go after him.
Yeah.
They were Riza was actually heading to go find oh, what's his name? Salinger.
Salinger. Yep.
Yeah, Salinger. He's like he was able to steal other astrals powers from them, and then he can control whatever power they had.
Hmm.
He could control it, and dude, he like made it even 10 times more powerful somehow.
Yeah, he was
But yeah,
another
he
purebred.
yeah, but so while Riza had Jean, Mies, and Nene pretty much going into this prison to go look for Iska, she was using that as a decoy to be able to go after Salinger. So pretty much they got lied to, and it got down to the point to where Salinger was released after talking to Rizia
Yeah.
because they both wanted the same thing. They both pretty much wanted to get rid of the sovereignty. Pretty much, he wanted all their powers, but and then he gets loose. All hell's breaking out, and
Mm-hmm.
lo and behold, what happens? Since Lady Alice is there, and she's like the princess, or what second? Yeah, second princess. She is obligated. Almost said obliged. Heh, obligated to go and actually try to stop everything from going on. To go take control and get the chaos to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lady Alice and Iska were talking through a lot of it and everything else, and I don't remember exactly what was talked about, but something about how they both wanted the same thing, and it's something about trust somehow. But then after Salinger got started to escape and destroy everything, she pretty much asked, "Is like, hey, would you help me fight him?" Pretty much, or it's like, or you can just go ahead and escape, or whatever it was. And she left a new handkerchief with the key inside of it. And
Yep.
instead of taking the key, getting it, and then taking off, he went and started helping to fight Salinger with Lady Alice, which Rain was already there trying to slow him down, if I remember right, with her golems,
Yep.
which didn't really hold too well. I mean, she
Yeah.
just got demolished.
Yeah. Pretty much, the way it was like he would touch. Of course, this didn't happen in there, but he could have probably just touched that golem with his finger and it would have been destroyed. That's how uber powerful this dude was.
Yeah, I mean, but he stole the powers of her different astrals, so it's like
Yeah.
that's why he was an enemy of the state. He pretty much took their powers, and if you took their powers, it pretty much would kill them.
Yep.
I mean, it took away what they were.
Mm-hmm. It
But
was crazy.
oh yeah,
And then here once again, we just said before, when Ishka is actually out of the handcuffs and he goes after Salinger, and then him and um, Alice meet up because Alice, of course, Ren goes in. Not Ren, sorry. Ishka goes in and saves Ren because she can't defeat him. She's like almost completely knocked out, just like almost dead. He goes in and saves her, and then Alice finally comes in, and then guess what? Just like when they fought the founder, they teamed up and they just totally destroy Salinger. He's not dead, but he's pretty much like he doesn't stand a chance, and he kind of cowers away a little bit.
oh
Kind
no,
of,
he finally got excited. Like
oh,
he was excited. He finally had somebody worthy to keep him from being bored. Like he actually had
right.
somebody he could fight,
But he
which you
leaves
don't
though.
get. You don't. Yeah, you don't get to see
That's
another fight.
no, that's what I'm saying. He kind of as a coward because to me that's he's being cocky, but he's kind of cowarding the way because he knows eventually he's gonna get wiped out by them. Because kind of like that's a cockiness thing of saying, I'm excited now. You might actually kill me. You know what I mean. He's just excited. Yeah, he gets him excited because he actually finds somebody that could actually get knock him out. And
Yeah.
that's how
Okay.
I portrayed it.
Yeah. And then after that fight, I mean, I don't remember exactly when it is, but you actually end up seeing a spot after Rizia gives her update and everything else to the Emperor. I don't remember which episode it was, but then you see the Emperor is not there. And Emperor Yenmikin of the Empire actually goes and tracks down Salinger, and they don't even fight or anything. It just shows them talking for a second, and then
Mm-hmm.
the talking was done. It was like,
Well,
okay,
well,
what
they
the
were.
hell happened?
Well, the thing is, the way they were talking, they knew each other though. He
Oh
called her
yeah,
out by name. I was like, oh, okay. So what's this here? Y'all have a history. What's this history? But they don't, like you said, they don't talk about it. They don't go into it.
yeah. Well, and then chaos slows down again. They actually get Iska, and
Mm-hmm.
they leave. They get back into the Empire.
Yep.
Well, something ends up going on. I don't remember exactly where it was. I think it was another non-territorial or not.
So it
I
kind of
think it was a. I think it was another place that was actually going to go ahead, probably end up deciding to go with the Empire instead of staying neutral or something. But they
so
were more with the Empire. Is that right?
so what happens is that as we know, Riza, who is over Mismis, She comes in and she's actually in trouble. So they're up in this little meeting area, like they always meet up in, and Riza comes in with another. I forget who they were. It was some kind of like almost like they're HR basically for the Empire and the soldiers. Basically, that's what it was. What they were there, and they did an investigation on their unit, and they were like working more than what the Empire actually allows.
Oh, that's right.
And then they
So
were awarded this 60-day, pretty much 60-day paid vacation time that they had. So they ended up going to a resort, and that's when you're getting into this piece, which I believe we're trying to
yeah.
set up.
Okay, and then right before that, this is definitely got to be said.
Yep,
Sisbel, the witch that Iska
yep,
rescued,
yep, and
Lady Alice's little sister.
yeah. So remember when we
She was
said
sent there. She was sent there by her mother to go find out if it was true if that place was going to end up siding with the Empire. She
right,
wanted to know what was going on. Well, she ended up running into Iska and recognized him. He didn't recognize her, but she recognized him, and she's only traveling with her. Uh, oh, he wouldn't be a maid. What would he be called? A butler.
the butler, yeah, it's
Yeah, the butler. Schwartz.
mm-hmm.
They're traveling there and everything else, and she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. But then after running into Iska, she tracks him down
Yeah.
and talks to him, and I mean, wow,
So
it's
Cispel though is the reason why he got thrown in jail. So
yeah,
in the beginning, we have Cispel, who was in jail. So in the very beginning, Cispel was in jail, and Iska breaks Cispel out of jail, and this what puts him as a traitor or who betrayed the Empire because he let an astral free. So it kind of
happened
comes
to be a
full
high,
circle
yeah, it
from
happened
here.
to be a high astral, princess, pretty
Right.
much. I don't think they I don't remember if they actually knew that or not, but
It does. It goes into there's a piece in there where we didn't talk about, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. But yeah, so she is the youngest sister out of the three, which so it goes Cispel the youngest, Alice the middle, who is actually going to take the I think the
throne,
crown, and then their
yeah,
older sister, the green haired girl. I can't remember her name.
Elatier,
Elater.
Elatier.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, but dude, Elatier is hot.
Just
Dude, she's got the two different colored eyes and just woo, doggy. If I was an anime, that'd be my girl right there. No,
oh
please.
yeah. And this goes into what you're saying before too, though. This is where Elater becomes a conniving chick. She goes behind the queen, her sisters, and
She just goes behind. Yeah,
she learns of Iska and Alice's kind of relationship where Alice
yeah.
always denies it, but Iska kind of knows how he feels, kind of. But it's kind of a weird Romeo and Juliet style course relationship. And this is where she goes to the masked man, the masked or whatever. I forget what you call him,
Matt Lord
masked lord,
to
which
go,
is their
to
cousin,
go,
I believe.
yeah, to go after her.
Right, because she learns of the relationship that Iska and Alice has. So this is reason
No,
we
they went there to go get Sisbel
no, I was gonna say
at
this is
first.
the reason why we're building up to this point now. To where now, since they're there one to figure out how to help Mies Mies get rid of her astral crest. Then they're kind of unwind and have fun. But in the end of this, as you were saying, that this is when they actually go and or Cispel meets Iska trying to find her because she's asking for help, right?
Oh yeah, if he would go back and serve under her, kind of like
Right,
what Lady Alice did. Lady Alice actually did the same thing to go back and serve under her,
right.
and he would be protected and blah blah blah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but I mean, yeah, it gets interesting. It's I mean, there's definitely drama and twists in
Mm-hmm.
it, and but we're coming up to like one of my favorite parts is where the what did you call them? The something eight?
Oh, I don't remember to be honest, man.
Okay, from the Empire.
Yeah,
The Abbott eight or
Habit 8. The Apostles?
Yeah, apostles,
Mm-hmm.
the 8 apostles. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, apparently okay, I'm gonna kind of give it away a little bit. Well, apparently they ended up getting a spirit, which is where the astrals get their powers from, spirits. Well, they ended up capturing a very powerful spirit apparently and put it inside of this. Do you remember what that machine was called?
No, I don't. I wish I did.
But dude, this thing was like epically awesome.
Yeah, it was.
And
It's almost like what would you just kind of compare it to? Almost like a
uh,
mech.
yeah, it'd be like a mech,
Mm-hmm.
but it a lot more limber. It's kind of like, I would say it had the moving capabilities of a Gundam, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay, yeah, but being
Yeah, pretty
powered by
much.
a
Yeah.
spirit. It was like an AI system almost, but it was a spirit that was controlling it. And I guess they drove it mad or something, or made it do what it was supposed to do, or I don't know how they did it. But dude,
Yeah. But it was.
okay, this is like one of my favorite fight scenes. Okay, this was like my favorite scene. I don't know why I keep wanting to jump to it, but pretty much.
We gotta get
Okay,
to it
yes,
first.
okay,
I
yeah,
mean, we're
okay.
there
Well,
now.
actually we are kind of there now,
Mm-hmm.
but okay, so the Empire sends it out, and it is causing massive mayhem. I mean, dude, this thing's powerful. And once again, neither Alice or nor Iska are able to end up getting it by themselves. I mean, they're trying, but
Mm-hmm. So this thing.
they finally get it down during the fight,
Mm-hmm.
and something ends up happening to where it's releasing itself, and the spirit comes out of this mech, and it's you can see the spirit now, and they're both fighting this spirit, which is crazy insane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And while this is going on, that masked dude, he is trying to get Sisbol as well to
yes,
arrest her because of her betrayal, as because the eldest sister went in and confided into him, and he's after her, try to prove
yeah,
that she is a traitor of the sovereignty. So
yeah,
all that's going on at the
in
same time.
cahoots with the Empire.
Yeah. So they're battling each other out and also trying to, fight the Dagum mech as well. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, well, Jean and Nene and Mies are all
Mm-hmm.
trying to end up fighting the Masked Lord,
Yeah.
and that's whenever I mean, Mies shows it a couple times beforehand. I mean, y'all can end up seeing that uh, if you decide to watch it. Which
Mm-hmm.
honestly, we're not that part yet, but uh, Mies actually, you can see her using part of her power that she got from from that spirit, from that crest. It actually manifests a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
so you get to see that happen. And of course, the Masked Lord ends up being able to disappear. He doesn't get Sisbel, and all this, like you said, all that's going on while Lady Alice and Iska are fighting that spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And it pretty much comes down to where Lady Alice and Iska just annihilate again. They save it again.
Yep.
And it just, I know, I probably, dude, it's an awesome show. It's hard to put an entire
Yep.
season into one little deal. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's episode by episode. It's probably a little bit easier, but you know what? I'm sorry. I don't want to end up. Dude, I watch them way too fast to end up trying to. Because whenever I'm into it, I'm into it. I want to watch it. Which I've actually been a good boy, and I have not done that with the one that we're facing to do this next time. But, anyways, yeah, I mean, it pretty much comes down to where Lady Alice's mother, the queen, Miliver, ends up calling out Elatir, and pretty much just like, okay, this is what you did. You need to leave. Blah blah blah. Uh, no, not blah blah blah. I don't remember what she said, so that's why I said blah blah blah. But Elatir gets called out by her mother. Uh, Sisbel gets returned home perfectly safe. Alice gets to go home safe and everything, but they pretty much called each other like they're rivals.
Yeah.
they're one another's rival,
Hmm.
which that made Lady Alice like completely like she was like, "Oh my God, I love you more now."
Basically, yeah. And the emperor pretty much finds out that the Ice Calamity Witch, the princess, she is in love with Ishka, and
And
that's the reason why
Iska is
this.
pretty much the same way.
Yep. And that's what's so intriguing. Why she's so intrigued by this whole thing too. So
Yeah, oh,
it's
yeah.
it's definitely interesting. So the end of the season ends with a bang and holds you on to is there gonna be another season?
Oh
But
God, dude, I wish there would be, but I don't think been another episode even released, even talking about it. Now, if you read, I've never read any of this, but I think the novels, that's what you would call them, right? Novels?
the mangas.
Yeah, the mangas. I guess that just keeps going and going and going. So, I
Oh, does
mean,
it?
if you want,
Gotcha.
oh yeah, dude, it goes on a little bit farther. I don't really read much,
Hmm.
lo and behold. I don't like to read, dude. I don't. I'm more of a visual person.
Gotcha. Um,
But
but yeah. So out of all that, do you recommend people going in and watching Our Last Crusade or The Rise of a New World?
hell yeah.
Well, let's
Sorry,
do
I got
this.
excited.
So let's do this. What is the GC rating though? For you gonna give it?
I give it a 5, dude. I do a GC 5.
Really? See, I think you're too easy. See, I want to give it a 4. I don't want to give it a 5 out of 5. I give it a GC 4 because it's there. It kind of drags on the tease between each other. That kind of got on my nerves a little bit, to be honest. I thought it was
You kind of wish
cute.
something would actually happen.
Yeah, and they just kind of tease you, and I don't like that kind of stuff. Yes, I get why they
Aw,
did it, but I don't. Yeah, that's one thing I
poor
would give it flaws. Um,
poor Mijo. You didn't like getting teased.
no, but yeah, it was okay. I thought it was a
Dude,
really good anime, but I want to give it a 5. I almost want to say 3.5 maybe, but
dude,
it's good. It's good.
dude, I loved it, man. It made me want to just. It made me want to just wish there was more, just because of the fact it just. I mean, dude, they was just an awesome show. I mean, to me, it was. I mean, I was very intrigued by the whole thing. It caught my eye the entire time, and it just, yeah. I mean, I was completely obsessed with it.
Really? See,
Yeah.
I couldn't get to that level of it. That's the thing. That's what kind of like it was good. It was a lot better than Course Princess. The
Oh dear God.
if y'all want to catch that, how we really felt, check the previous episode. It's on our YouTube channel. Because that pissed me off. What that was. It was yeah. But
Dude,
anyway, the first season, this first season out of this is it was good. It wasn't extremely good in my opinion. It had its flaws. Of course, we didn't go into everything. We kind of highlighted what we liked a little bit too, trying to get through the story as well. But it
okay,
was I don't it was it had some flaws that didn't catch me. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta see the next one. Oh my gosh, I gotta see the next one. It was
dude.
good, but
A lot of my rating that I end up doing is the fact of the fight scenes on how lame it is or how awesome
mm,
it is or epic. Like, dude, the fight scenes were all just epic.
mm,
I mean, dude, there wasn't a boring fight scene ever. I mean, any battle that happened was awesome. I
mm.
mean, dude, for every single fight to be awesome instead of it being just like I am the shippy bam bam bam. It's like, no, don't say that over and over. I mean,
Oh
no, they didn't do that,
no,
and
they
they
didn't.
didn't keep on saying the Ice Calamity Witch. They
They did
started
a
just
couple
calling
of
her late.
times. They did
Yeah,
a
a
few
couple of
times.
times. Yeah, but it didn't keep on carrying on every single. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was Course Princess.
Yes,
Yeah.
but dude, I loved it, man. I mean, I actually, if you think about it, I actually went through and I watched it again just to be able to get kind of caught up on it again.
Mm-hmm.
Which, but, but yeah, I mean. I would definitely say if you want to watch something that's got good action in it, uh, if you like a little bit of drama in it, yeah, I mean there were some corny spots in it, of course. I mean most of the animes
Mhm.
do.
Yeah.
There's always some of the shows where it slows. There's always episodes where it slows down on on different shows and stuff, where it slows it down a little bit, gives you a little break.
Hmm.
But I mean, other than that, dude, I mean, I would definitely say check it out. It is worth it.
Oh yeah.
At least to me, it was.
Oh yeah.
I mean, for me, if it catches you within your first, if it catches your eye on the first episode, I mean, yeah, definitely check it out. I mean, in this show, like right after I saw the first episode, that's whenever I told you straight, I was like, dude,
Hmm.
this show was awesome.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it was
I don't know.
like,
It's good. I don't know. I, that's the thing is that I don't. I gave it a high score in my opinion, like a 4. I feel like that's a good score for it. Um, but the next one we're watching, which we're kind of in the middle of doing, the Shiraneko Project Zero Chronicle, the one that's gonna be our next episode. It this got me. This really has me interested into it. This has got me kind of pulled into it on how that is. But of course, I won't go into it what's going on. But I mean, this one's got me kind of like, okay, I really want to watch each episode on this one so far. This has been really
oh
good.
yeah. I mean, dude, I actually was a good boy, and I have, dude, I'm just now still on episode 2 on it. So, yeah,
Nice.
I was behaving. Well, plus I was watching something else at the same time, dude.
Yeah.
You can. I love anime. I
Mhm.
do. I love watching anime. I mean, that's something we both have in common.
Oh yeah.
And it
That's
just
the reason why we're doing this.
sometimes it needs to get slowed down
Yeah.
because it's like, dude, okay, I'm done with some anime for just a little while. Let's watch something else. Let's do something else.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, of course, I'm definitely gonna jump right back into it because that's, dude, I've watched it, dude. There's so much anime that I've watched that, dude, you would be astounded on how many things I watched. Like, me personally, I don't know how you feel about it. Another one, I want to tease this up a little bit because I would hope that maybe you might want to.
Mm.
One of my favorite ones on it it's called Fate,
Yeah.
and they have different versions of Fate. I mean, all different parts, but the one I really enjoyed was called Unlimited Blade. But
Yeah. We'll,
that
we'll
one's just, yeah.
that one seems
But
fun. It was. I think you've told me about it. It sounds like fun to watch. So I don't know. Maybe after this, maybe we do that. We'll
yeah,
see.
the Shiraneko.
Yeah. See how
But
we feel about it for sure.
if y'all have any comments on any of the stuff that we've
Hmm.
talked about tonight, or if we messed up somewhere, I mean, sure, I have no problem taking criticism. I have
Yeah.
no
Same
issue
here.
whatsoever. Uh, if you have any suggestions on something you think we might like, I'm
Hmm.
more of an action fighting. Like if the action and the fighting does not grab my attention, it's like, eh, it's kind of like a gremlin was gonna be born, but then I turned into a mogwai, and it was like,
um, but
but yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed this show. I really did. And
it was
if y'all
good.
decide to watch it, I really hope y'all will give it a chance and
Mhm.
watch it and enjoy it. I
Yeah.
mean, if you didn't like it, cool.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah. Tell us what
If
you
you
didn't like
loved,
about it.
yeah,
Don't
if
say
you
I didn't
loved
like it.
it, if you loved it, that's even better. 2 thumbs up. If you didn't like it, so be it. That's your opinion. I think you're an idiot. No, I'm playing. I'm
No.
sorry.
No. No.
No, I'm kidding. I would not ever call anybody that. Everybody has their own opinion about anything else.
Mhm.
So, but give us your opinion of what you thought.
Yep.
If you enjoyed it, cool. If you didn't, cool. I mean, give us suggestions. Who
Mhm.
knows?
Yep.
But yeah, I think
But
this time, dude, I like turned around and I talked way more than you did, which is way unusual.
it was good. No, no, yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I mean, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it, but it was good. I just,
That's right. You better enjoyed it.
oh,
No.
whatever. I definitely enjoy this a lot better than Princess, Corporate Course Princess. But I mean, I just don't want to give it a 5. For me personally, if I give it a 5, it has to be like the best in my opinion. This was
Okay.
really, really good. But yeah, I
Okay.
definitely
I will
recommend
change.
this. I would
All
definitely
right. I
recommend
will
this.
give it a 4.23579.
As I
Like,
have a
dude,
feeling,
okay.
I have a feeling as we keep on going through do these podcasts, you can keep on changing ratings.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, dude, a lot of them, dude. Like I said, for me the biggest thing is it's got to have good fight scenes. If it's got awesome fight scenes,
Yeah.
that's automatically got my yeah 5, 5, 5. The rest of the stuff, I don't care. The fight scenes. Okay, no, you know what? Let me change it up. The fight scenes, I give it a 5. I give that GC 5 straight up, no holds barred.
Hmm.
I loved the fight scenes. I mean, there was actual integrity in it. I mean, like they
Hmm.
took it and they were like, let's make them go, oh, no way. I mean, kind of deal. I mean, they did
Yeah.
that to me. It gave me chills.
Uh,
But no, like the storyline, I like the storyline. They could have been a little bit more informative on the different people,
hmm.
which I think that's probably in the actual novels, the manga part
Probably.
of it.
Yeah.
But
But
dude, for a storyline going from novel to on screen, I
hmm.
mean, I've never read the mangas onto
Yeah.
this, so I don't know if they did it justice or not. But
Uh, oh no.
but yeah, I mean, overall, I loved it. Fight scenes, I give a 5. The rest of it, yeah, I'll give it a 4. There we go. Let's do it
There
like
you go.
that. Let's split it up. Fight scene, let's all the
Okay.
fighting,
Good
the
categories.
stuff like that. We'll do what we think of that, and then storyline of all what
Okay.
we thought of it.
That sounds good. That's if
So.
y'all made it till this end, we'll probably change up the formatting again.
Hey, we're
Because
learning as we go.
yeah, I mean we're kind of all over this on this one, but we're still learning, of course. But we'll get better. But let's wrap it up, and we that's a general consensus between me and Darflo. We definitely recommend it. Go check it out. There's only one season right now. From what I can gather, research as of this looks like there's Monsters and Critics. This was posted February 2nd, 2021. There was no update of if there will be a second season of Our Last Crusade or the Rise of the New World. So enjoy the first season. Go check it out. We definitely recommend it, and we don't know if there's gonna be a second one, but if there is, I'm sure we'll probably say go watch it. Probably.
Oh, I say partake.
Yes. All right. Well, thanks, guys.
uh,
So those who Nathan
whoa.
who joined. What? What?
Oh no, it just something went ding, and I was like,
Oh,
oh, what was that?
it was my timer. Let's get off. No, I'm joking. But yeah. So thank you guys who joined. Thank you, Nathan, for the questions. We will be probably covering some anime movies. I don't see why not. Um, and yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything else. I can't even talk. I don't have anything else to say. Darklow, you?
uh, live long, game on, geeksters. I mean, dude, do y'all's thing,
Yeah.
and just love what you do, y'all. And like us, and like we were saying, everything you love is on you. Don't let anybody else tell you that it's not. So love what you love, enjoy what you enjoy, game what you like to game, watch what you like to watch. Just geek on, man.
And with that said, have a good one.
Night, y'all.